And we're live.
Yay!
Hey, anybody's here? Let's see. Can't tell. But how are you guys doing? Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. I spent it staying home, so
I had to really run some errands so far.
hmm you're doing birthday prep, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was getting my stuff ready for tonight for my self care day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went to Steve's Candy, and then I got some stuff for like bubble bath and just
Oh, bubble bath.
some self care stuff that I need to do.
Yeah, I think all I was doing was taking a nap and spending it with Momo when
Oh,
she's not barking too much. Yeah. So I know today we're going to talk about our favorite romance movies.
hey.
Hi. Our favorite romance movies, some of our favorite romance books, and then I think you said there was something else we could talk about.
I was
But
just thinking, like, we talk about some of our like OTPs, our ships, anything like that, like any like fictional relationships that we love.
I know there's one that we were talking about that we
I
like really.
know we will. We might start with that one.
Yeah, we might because I have a lot to say.
So yeah, like we'll just jump into it then. So one. Okay, let's see. I know. I know we haven't talked. I know
I haven't,
it's been
I
a
haven't,
minute.
yeah, I haven't done a live in like forever.
Same. And then hey.
Hi.
But yeah, one of our like recent because we like watching movies together. So one of the
Mhm.
movies we saw recently that we loved the relationship was from Marvel's Eternals
Yeah,
was Thena and
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh. If you guys have seen it, it is their relationship is so good in the movie. Like I've seen people say they weren't in a relationship, and I'm just like, how can you say that after watching the movie?
What? He said the quote that I really loved, where like I always tear up whenever I like go back to it. It's when he's like, "And I do it again on any planet," and I was like, I do not see friendship. I mean, that's a nice friendship, but I don't see friendship. Like
I don't. They were just so cute.
I was like, I see a
Ooh,
romantic relation. Well, we didn't spoil we didn't spoil too much. It's just
we won't spoil. We won't spoil it, but just the
yeah.
relationship is just so good.
Hold on, I'll be right back. One sec.
Just got to do with Momo.
I'm
But
sorry.
how you guys write down some of your favorite like relationships in books, movies, TV shows, ships? Because like it's Valentine's Day, or like let us know what you guys are doing for today. But yeah, but I really did like Eternals. Highly recommend it. But like for me, the cake was the Thena and Gilgamesh relationship was my favorite. I'm at a weird angle today because I'm like using my iPad to stream, and it is hard to get a good like my full facing camera.
Okay. That's what I missed.
Ooh, you like the Dark Lane Elena? Okay.
I haven't read the book. I mean, I watched the show, and I still have to. I think I still have to. Well, I know Six of Crows is different, but I know I haven't read Shadow and Bone.
Hey, I ain't doing anything either. I'm just doing a self care day.
I know. I'm so tired. Today's my first off day after a while, so I am milking it.
Yeah, I have like but with yesterday, today, and tomorrow, I have like 3 days off, and so
Hmm.
I'm enjoying it because then I go back to work for 3 days, and then I'm leaving for LA for my birthday trip. Okay, Adam and Mercy and Annie and Charles in the Mercers. I have not heard of that universe,
No,
so I'll have
but
to check it out.
I'll look it up because I'm curious.
I enjoyed the show. I thought the casting was done really well for a lot of characters, so I enjoyed
Hmm.
it.
I enjoyed it as like I felt like it was very done well. That didn't make sense. I felt like it was very done well in terms of like soundtrack and then CGI, and then acting. I thought it was pretty good. Okay, one are you talking about the next season? Or
Huh?
is Princess talking about the next season?
No, I shouldn't seen the first season at all yet.
Oh, okay. I I don't know. I feel like it did a good job of, like, action. I like the action. I wasn't really you know what's really funny? I wasn't really into best friends to lovers that much, but whenever I watched that show, I got in my feels. Like, there were some scenes that I was like, "Okay, maybe I do like best friends to lovers,"
I
and because I usually like enemies to lovers the best, like,
love
top 2.
enemies to lovers too, but there is something good about a good best friends to lover that's done right. Because
Oh,
I'm a bitch that loves pining
ugh,
and ooh pining. And also, if you like the Darkling Elena ship princess, highly recommend Furyborn by Claire Legrand. There's a
uh-huh.
relationship that gives very Darkling Elena vibes.
I
And
think
it's like toxicity, but I mean, who doesn't love a fantasy, like a fictional toxic relationship?
I love to say toxicity. So, okay, so then what,
Well, that's
lo
good.
I was gonna say then what is, ooh, see, that's what I heard too. I heard Mal in the books is a lot more, like okay, so I don't wanna spoil it for anyone who hasn't read it, but I heard that he's done some things that are, like, not good, like, a lot worse, and the show made him much more
I will
enjoy
say that, like, yeah, I started liking him in the show. Hey, how are you doing?
Hi!
But yeah, I liked him a lot more in the show. It said the second book, which is going to be the second season, is where a lot of his more negative traits come in. So I'm
I
wondering how they're going to do that.
I was like, "I'm rooting for him!"
We're rooting for you. I was rooting for you.
I think, uh, another fantasy show that I was well, this is a different, like, genre, but I was talking about this the other week. I don't know if you've seen Siren. It's supposed to
Oh,
be a
I know about it. It's like the show on FX, right?
uh,
Or no,
I
it's on
think
Freeform,
Freeform.
right?
Yeah, I was talking about it because I was like, I love the fact that, these mermaids are, like, predators, but also that they had a polyamorous, like okay, I'm not gonna spoil it. But anyways, it starts out with, like, a couple meeting this mermaid, and I really love that because you don't see that a lot too much in fantasy. I just hate what the writers did to the newest season. I just was like, "This that disappointed me. That disappointed me."
Speaking of polygamy, polygamy is that the right word?
Oh,
Polyamory?
polyamory.
Sorry. One of my favorite recent books I read that has it, and it's like one of the selling points of the book that that's why I don't feel bad like saying that it has it is Iron Widow.
I want to read it so bad. Okay, tell me why. No one mentioned that there was a fisting scene on it. I found that out on Twitter.
That's a different book. That's a different book.
Are you sure?
Yes, that's a different book.
Which one is that?
That is, I think, She Who Becomes the Sun.
Well,
But I know it's not Iron Widow because I would have remembered that.
I'm so sorry. But either way, oh,
We were talking about sirens.
yes. I will comment down the shows on whatever we talk about. Um my mind's stuck on the fisting thing. So because I read something I was
That's a perfect time for someone to come into the conversation.
I was reading about a tweet saying that no one had mentioned that there was a fisting scene in this book, and I was, like, really hyped for it, and I feel bad, but that isn't Iron Widow.
No, I think that's she.
Mm,
I'm not positive it's She Who Became the Sun, but I believe that's She Became the Sun.
okay. Well, anyways,
I'm just hoping it doesn't turn out like the Black Sun scene we thought
that that
that we were that we were all getting hyped for.
yeah. So I thought we were gonna get I don't I don't think we're gonna spoil the book. I don't know. I'm trying not to say too much with any of the things we
Yeah,
talk.
that is a sentence for someone to walk in the conversation for.
I remember reading that one, and my favorite parts of it were actually, like it wasn't the bathtub scene. A lot of
It
people were
wasn't. Like, I really do like relationships in Black Sun. We are jumping on to Black Sun talk now. Is
sorry, we're going back and forth, but I was gonna like, I wasn't disappointed, but a lot of people were hyping up the bathtub scene, and I was like, "This was kind of" maybe I'm just used to more, like more action. So when people were saying that it was very steamy, I thought that, we were gonna get more than what we got in that scene.
true. You do live in like monster smut world. So like your version of steamy is like some what some people
I
wouldn't even imagine. And I'm gonna tell you, I was in Princess's live stream yesterday,
yeah.
and I don't know how Monster Smut got brought up, but I was like, I'm friends with Malia, so nothing surprises me at this point.
I okay, well, I feel like okay, that is true. My last few reads have been historical romance, but I am I am in love with monster romance and monster erotica. Like, I feel like I think what I haven't read a really eye-opening crazy one. Like, I think one that really made me like, "Oh, shit, like, what am I reading?" Might have been it might have been, A Lady of Rooksgrave Manor, but just because there was a tentacle scene.
Isn't that the
Like
one with the harem?
yeah,
Reverse harem?
yeah. But everything else,
No, honestly, like I'll be on Twitter and some random shit will pop up. I'm like, why is this on there? And then I just see that like Malia liked it or had retweeted it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
it's just so funny to me. I always like I also get hooked on fan art or like arts from like reading. And there was one that I saw, I think it was Katie Roberts' cover, where it was like the dragon cover, and I was like, oh, I'm in love. It's giving historical romance with monster smut, and it's perfect.
Oh, speaking of Katie Roberts, so I finished Desperate Measures last night.
You like it?
I gave it 3 stars, and I think I'm not saying romance, but definitely I think straight erotica is not for me.
No, I see that because I had this conversation on my I don't remember which live it was. It was like a year ago. I No, it wasn't a live. It was a review. So I was reviewing Desperate Measures because I felt like I enjoyed the CNC erotic like aspect, but I felt like for a plot, it was definitely not it was not like heavy on the plot. It was just straight
Yeah,
erotica.
no, the plot really right. Like what plot? But like but I'm just saying like I think I could read like straight romance and have no problem, and I could read like just like have no problem. But I think just straight erotica books are probably
Yeah.
not for me, just because I was like skimming over the like smutty scenes, and it wasn't like doing
Yeah.
it like I wasn't getting anything out of it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I think I Grace Draven. I love Grace Draven. I think I'm saying her name right. Grace Dravens? I don't know. But I love her books. So I read let me see. I don't know if I recommended this to you, Paco, but have you ever read Radiance?
I think you recommend. I heard about it. I don't know.
So that one I love because that was actually one of the first books that made me really love best friends to lovers. Not best friends. It's like strangers to friends, like lovers. Like there was a gradual like easiness of the relationship. Like they were bantering at first, and it was just and it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. So it's like arranged marriage, and I'm trying to think of other tropes that are in it. But I think that one was really sweet for a friends to lovers romance. I really I know a lot of people that always rec her to me. Asha, and then I think it was let me see. So I know on Instagram, let's see, Mara Zero Books always recommends her to me, and then Asha, from Rose Gold Reader.
Can we talk about
And
her Halloween TikToks for a second?
I
She went above
know.
and beyond for those.
Okay, I'm on her thing right now. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if it's on here.
Oh, I never showed you my case, and it's Valentine's Day, so I don't know if I showed you it.
That's cute.
And then,
Where'd you
like,
get that?
I got it right when I got my new phone.
Oh, are those the buttons on the side?
No, but there are a bunch of hearts on the side.
That's cute.
And they had a bunch of different colors, but of course, like, my Paco had to get pink.
I know. Pink is our favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you can see the different different types of pinks too on our screen.
Right?
I have,
I've got, like,
so like look, this is top tier effort.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She went out on Halloween.
I know. I was in love.
And then one
Okay.
other, like, so I was going back to talking about pining, which I love in relationships, especially in books, like pining in books. You're reading We Hunt the Flame right now, Princess, but We Free the Stars was like chef's kiss pining for me.
I know Princess, and you have recommended that to me, and I haven't read it yet. But every time, I think I saw a quote. I saw a quote that someone shared. It was, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. It was something about like, oh shit. Now I gotta find it. No, because it was really good. It was really good.
Excuse
I
me,
was
would you come to my...
surprised. I was so shocked.
It might have been Princess, because I know she shared a quote today on Instagram.
It was, I think it was Syl. I was reading a quote. It was basically about, I think him or her saying that she didn't want him to change or be better. It was that like she liked how dark and dangerous he was. I'm not sure if that's the quote. Don't quote me on that, but I really love that one.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, because I enjoyed We Hunt the Flame, but I don't know if I was reading it when I read the first book, if I was in a funk or something, because I gave it like 3 stars.
Mm.
But then I listened to the audio for We Free the Stars, and I was like, oh, where did this come from? I have to reread We Hunt the Flame, because like I said, the pining
Mm.
in We Free the Stars is just chef's kiss. Like, I have it on my favorites shelf now.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I'll find it now, but
Yeah, I loved your post today. It was so cute, Princess. Who's coming in my room? Oh, hi, babies. My dog just walked in.
my
And now
dog,
she walked out.
my dog is still stressing. Okay, let me see if it's maybe it was Princess.
No, I was saying I love it. I was saying it was chef's kiss pining. She just hasn't read it yet. No, I love We Hunt the Flame. I'm so excited for her new book that's supposed to come out this year.
Let me see.
Right? That post was so sweet. I was like, "Aw, remind." You was about to travel up north and fight me.
I feel like you have book friends when they would go to war with you over quotes and books.
Oh,
I
you know,
feel
that post was sweet. I was like, God dang.
I was gonna say, oh, on the topic because I just remembered one romance book that I really love is one that Go really hates, but not really hates, but he just like, and it's like a parallel of like it's not parallel, but it's interesting because I think you can get like both sides of our take on the book.
Oh, are you talking about
The
the AI
AI,
who loved me?
yeah,
I wouldn't say hate. I just didn't enjoy it.
yeah, and then no, and that's good. I was like, so I feel like I enjoyed it one because of the kitchen scene And then there were a lot of lines in the book that I like grabbed my heart. But I'm a person who likes cheesy lines.
No,
I
I love a good romance. Like there was some lines in there that I liked. For
uh-huh.
me, I just couldn't get past the insta love of it. And I love fated people, like fated mates or like soulmates or something that like reason that you're attracted to someone that like pulls you towards that or something like that. Like I eat that shit up, but I
Was it
don't
too
know.
fast?
Maybe it's because of this, like the fact that it was such a small book.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it develop fast. Like it felt too fast.
I think really? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I was like feeling myself because I was really in love with I didn't have a problem with the pacing. The only thing I felt like I didn't like about it was probably that like it was more that like instead of her losing her oh wait.
I want a sandwich. I just had in and out though, so I can't talk.
So I won't okay, so I was gonna explain it, but that's also spoiling the book. But anyways, I really liked the plot twist. I liked the plot twist, but I also felt like I don't know. I wished it wasn't the plot twist so much. Like, oh, I wanted to see if like their first I wanted to see more of their first like interaction.
Yeah.
Um
I don't know. I enjoyed the audiobook. The audiobook was amazing because they had I think it was Regina Hall was like in it. She was one of the narrators. Mindy Kipling was in it,
uh-huh.
and I'm like, okay, because I love Regina Hall.
I love them. I'm really excited because I think Neeks was tweeting about how the author is actually making the second book about the AI at the end of the book.
Penny or whatever.
But I think that she's gonna get. I think I'm not sure, but I haven't seen like any dates for it. But she is supposed to get a book,
Okay, I'm excited for that.
and then I'm trying to see. So the last few books I read, the most recent ones, because I have a thing where I read books, and then after I'm done reading with books, I don't remember the plot. So
Just out the
the
window.
it's out the window. So I'm going to talk about like my most recent historical romance reads. Um, they were all in the same, I believe, in the same series by Tessa Dare, and I really liked it because when I read historical romance, I feel like there's a little bit of flair for like dramatics. But in the series that I was reading, there was a lady who was basically having a home full of animals that she takes care of. And it was like a mini family. And what I really loved about this is the love interest helps give birth to a baby goat. And he says he's doing all this because he loves her.
Ooh.
I was like, I don't know. That really made my heart sing.
Like I'm trying to think of like obviously one of my favorite ships ever is Batman Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
I love like oh she said which Tessa Dare.
So it's her. That's probably a good question.
But like I love a good like I think I've discovered this with like Serpent and Thorn,
Hmm.
Serpent and Thorn, Serpent and Dove, Batman, Catwoman kind of have it, and like this current book I have it. I love like crazy, not crazy, but like where the female love interest is like the crazy like wild
Yeah.
one,
Hmm.
and the guy is trying to control her, but not control her, but just like keep the
Sunshine,
peace.
Grumpy Sunshine, or something
Not
like
even
that. I
Grumpy
didn't.
Sunshine, but like feral like character that's like, and the one person who's like so straight, like so like just like
I don't
didn't see
know. I know what
trust.
you mean. What is it called? It's Feral Softy. I don't know.
I don't know.
But the series was the Girl Meets Duke series.
Was it
With
the Wallflower?
Yep. And then this one I read When a Scot Ties the Knot. That one is a 5-star for me because that one had I guess it would say it had like okay, parts about it that I liked. It had I think it was a lobster,
Oh,
found family, and then
you
a
say
cat,
lobster or mobster?
a lobster.
Okay.
So not food. It was like a little pet. Not a pet.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how to describe it. But and
With your
then
books, I gotta be. I'm like, I gotta be. Well, what's the lobster doing in there?
I know, I know, no, no, no. It's not a monster smash. It's just historical romance, and I really like. I think I don't know. I'm very into found family right now. Like, there's something about found family and romance that really hits because it's like not only are you getting romance with the love interest, you're also getting like a lot of solidified family and friendships in the book. And that's not to say like you can't have a found family with your love interest, but it's more like I think it's a different feeling when you read about multiple characters.
Platonic love.
Yeah, like platonic love and I don't know. I'm trying to find a word to describe it. Oh, I haven't read Spindle Cove and Duke. I think I think those are the ones that I have added on my Goodreads, but I haven't read it yet. I know I'm trying to be more conscious about my spending, so I'm only using it.
We say
I'm,
that, and then the next thing I hear is like, "Oh yeah, I just paid for this $100 something."
I'm trying to be more cautious about my spending, especially since I'm quitting my job. But like I have been trying to use Libby more and then Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, female friendships and romance.
See, Kindle
Like
Unlimited and me, their recommendations really got me messed up.
why?
I think I
What's
told you how like Kindle Unlimited recommended like a incest romance book, and I'm like, why would you think I would want to read this?
I have never had that happen. Oh, I am so sorry. I think you did tell me and I forgot. Maybe because
I
I was
was
like,
just like, what makes you think? Like, how dare you?
only thing I feel like a lot of my Kindle Unlimited recommendations, like they're either continuations of like Aliens series I'm reading or like Dragon series I'm reading, like just different types of. I'm actually reading a lot of sapphic monster romance, so I'm getting that a lot of recommendations for that. But I've never gotten an incest recommendation. That's
Hey,
wild.
doggy. My dog's on the bed now,
Oh yeah,
and now she's huffing all sad because I'm not giving her attention.
I
She's such
know.
a drama queen.
Mama's still stressing this girl. That is
I've
true.
actually done good. I have only bought one book so far this month, and that was Beast of Prey.
Oh, I love your teaching.
I know it's a bookmark I got for Christmas from my older brother and his wife.
Uh huh.
Like a gilded feather,
Cute.
butterflies, and like some pink.
I have no. I was gonna say I thought I had one that was similar, but it's not.
I need to buy the new Sarah J. Maas book that comes out tomorrow.
Wait, not for. It's not for Acquittive.
No, it's
Not that
Crescent
series.
City too.
Okay, because I was like, I didn't read. I didn't read it about a book coming out so soon.
No, Crescent City 2, which I believe this is the one that's supposed to have the threesome.
Let's hope, because I was disappointed in the last one that we didn't get one. I mean, it would have
Yeah,
been weird.
but the threesome she wanted, I was like, I ain't mad at you, Nesta.
I know.
I ain't mad at you. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad somebody said it.
I wasn't mad. I was like, I wouldn't be mad because I don't really like Elaine, so I didn't really care. But that like I don't know. I did read someone say that like if that happened, it wouldn't have made sense. I guess because it would have added more problems between Elaine and who. I'm trying not
Mm-hmm.
to. But then I was like, I don't know. This series is very. There's a lot going on. I don't think that would
I'm
work.
just the way they were treating Nesta in that last book. I'm still mad. Like I don't like race anymore because of that
Um,
book.
Yeah, I will say that one is a 1 star for me because I love the one thing I didn't like is that I didn't like Reese, and this is a very, like, controversial topic because a lot of people really love him, but I just feel like he's very patronizing, and he says that he's always going to, like, communicate and, like, all these things, and then he just keeps keeping secrets from her all the time.
I used to love Reese. Like when I
Yeah.
first read the series in 2016, I
Yeah.
loved Reese. But like as I've grown, I realized Reese ain't shit.
Yeah, it's just I feel like a lot of people were putting him on a pedestal for something that he should be doing, and it was just like in the recent one with Nesta, he was very patronizing, and he kept doing the same thing where he keeps things from Feyre in order to like protect her when like this whole I just feel like it's just I didn't like where it was going where
No. And like just the way he talked and treated Nesta. Like, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. And like, I don't know, Reese really just I'm like, you ain't after this last book, you ain't shit.
I feel like I do try to I try to read both sides because I don't want to like I feel like I'm always missing something, because everyone else is like, "Oh, I loved him," and I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something. And so a lot of the people were saying, if you think about it, his soulmate was being like treated horribly by Nesta, and I was like, I get that, but he's not really treating Farah. I feel like
I'm
the
back. Yeah, you're
good.
back.
Hi. But yeah, besides that, I am hoping to. I also don't want a redemption arc for that one guy. That because I just don't want a redemption arc for someone who's supposed to be abusive to his mom. I just, I don't know how I feel.
Wait.
You know who? I'll text it to you because I feel
Okay.
like that's a spoiler. Um, but yes,
Oh, are we talking about the brother?
yeah.
I don't know. I want to see why. I'm curious.
I'm curious, but I feel like everyone's saying that Sarah J. Maas has a tendency to because I haven't read her other series, but I've heard she has a tendency to redeem characters that shouldn't be redeemed. I'm not sure.
No, no, I don't. I wouldn't say that. I'm trying to think of the characters she's redeemed, and none of them like I don't know.
There's a difference I feel like between like I feel like humanizing the characters, but then redeeming them, I'm just kind of like, why are we giving them screen time? That's just what I feel. But I do want to see where the next book goes, but I think I'm gonna have to like stock up in a lot of romance before and happy endings because that series stressed me out a lot,
Hmm.
a lot.
I'm just excited for Crescent City too. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I read that that one is also more adultish, like more how do you describe it?
No, yeah, it's more adult.
Hmm.
Even though there's no smut in the first book,
Oh, you have a book that big and have no smut.
like there's no penetration.
Okay, that's fair.
Let's see other romances. Um,
What's a romance book that you were really disappointed by that everybody else was hyping up?
the AI who loved me. Um,
I know.
which
Oh,
which one is on? Oh, freaking winter whatever.
are you
The
talking about?
space gaze one.
Oh,
Winter's Orbit.
oh, really? Oh, yeah. I
I
think
could not finish that. I had to DNF it. I did
it's.
not even get 100 pages in. I did not. They were. This lady. I think this lady wrote it. Don't quote me on that. But she was trying. They were trying to make me read a whole page of how they ate rice and their customs to eating rice. Like a page and a half of like dinner. And like I don't need to know how you're eating rice. Like I get world building, but like there's a point where I just don't need to know that for the plot to move on in the book.
Okay, I think you told me that. That I do remember.
Like that
Um,
and Bonds and Brass really like turned me off from like space gaze, but I did love The Darkness Outside of Us, which is amazing for romance and highly recommend. It was so good.
wait, which one?
The Darkness Outside of Us is about like these two space cadets
Hmm.
that are from like it's in the future, and
Hmm.
there's basically only two countries left on Earth,
Oh shit.
and the basically it's like America and Russia like they like evolved to a point, but they need to send up something into space, and it's the two space cadets are the only ones
Yeah.
that are going. One from America basically, and one and they're not America and Russia, but it's basically America and Russia. But they're
Hmm.
the only ones. These two guys go up, and they're like on opposite sides of the ship, and they basically end up like enemies to lovers.
I'm such a sucker for Eddie.
It's so good. It was so good.
Okay. I think I'm trying to think. I liked so I was trying to get in whenever I get into a contemporary romance feel, I always try and go like a very not cheesy, but like very happy, like small town kind of romance. So I was reading It Happened One Summer, and that one is 5 star for me. It happened one summer. I'm trying to go back and think about the plot. What I really liked about it was that I think the love interest really took care of this woman. Like he built like a padded, or I think he sent someone to build like a little padded like cushion so when she wakes up in the morning she doesn't hit her head on the bunk bed. And then I'm sure there's a lot, but my memory sucks right now. I think one book I
And
didn't I the one I didn't end up liking was uh let me, I think I told you about this. One is called Splash Me.
oh,
Because
I
that
think you told
one,
me about this one. Yeah,
yeah,
The
and the other
Mermaid.
one was yeah, and the other one was People We Meet on Vacation. So those two, I think from last year, are the ones that I really didn't like. But the ones I have on my 5 star list right now are, if it loads, I don't have anything on here. I think my last few ones are The Wallflower Wager and Annie's Song, but that's another historical romance. Um, have you watched any K dramas?
I have not gotten into K dramas yet
Okay. I was gonna say those are. We could spend hours talking about K dramas we like because
because
they
I
have.
do not know if I want to fall down that rabbit hole. Because I saw one. What was it that I think was it Asha was talking about?
What?
It's like it's on
Oh,
Netflix.
Love and Leashes.
Yeah, and I was like, this looks promising, but I'm not gonna watch it because I do not need this. I'm still behind on a lot of shows.
There's so much. I want to watch Love and Leashes. I liked It's Okay Not to Be Okay. There's so much Goblin Bride. I just feel like I don't know. It's so entertaining.
Oh, can we talk about one of the shows we watched? We both watched
Uh,
Relationship, WandaVision.
no, you're gonna make me cry. WandaVision. That's that last line she says to him. I,
Elizabeth Olsen did her thing there. She did that.
yes, I love
I
Elizabeth.
can't feel you.
I was like, I watched clips of her. You know where I forget which movie where she tells him, "I just feel you," and then it cuts to the scene in WandaVision where she's like, "Can't feel you." That was really sad. I think what really had the conversation going with me and my friends is like we were trying to decide would we be able to let everyone go and like let
Mhm.
go And I was like, I don't know if I could do it.
That's why people don't want me to have powers. I ain't gonna do the right thing all the time.
I was like, I don't think I could do it.
I can't hear you.
I really, really wanted to see if we were going to see White Vision again. I haven't
I
read the
think we
comic.
will. I know that they did the trailer for Doctor Strange 2 and the Multiverse of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen it?
No, but I saw clips of it with Wanda in it.
And there was the line she did to Doctor Strange. She said,
Yeah.
I love that right there. She says, when I do something, I get villainized for it. But when you do it, you become a hero. I don't think that's fair. I was like, Wanda kick his ass.
Okay, I really want to see her sons again. And I think someone said we will.
We better. Wiccan, who is her son, the one who had her powers, Billy, he is one of Marvel's like prominent LGBT members, like one like their top like premier couple. Him and Hulkling, which is like this space prince.
Oh, that's good.
Like right now, actually in the comics, Hulkling is the king of space, and Wiccan is like his lover / like grand sorcerer of space.
Oh wow, the bar is really high.
Yeah.
I wanted
And he's a shapeshifter, so you know it's freaky.
Don't get me started because I'm reading a romance right now.
Oh, speaking of shapeshifters.
Yeah.
So, one of the best comic couples, in my opinion, is Mystique and her girlfriend, Destiny.
I did not hear about this.
So, give you some X-Men stuff. So, Destiny is this precog, so she can see the future.
Yeah.
So, right now in the comics, the mutants have made this whole island. It's called Krakoa, and it's their own nation. They're in charge of everything. Like they're like this is their area, and they have with the like 5 certain mutants working together, they can bring everybody back from the dead, basically. And the person who made it, one of her only rules are no precogs, because some shit happened where Destiny knew that the person who made this island was gonna fuck up mutant kind, because this person can kind of come back to life, gets reincarnated, and she said, "I'm gonna make sure you remember me." So she like had her like person that worked for her. She'd like kill her, but make it hurt so she remembers. And so she came back, but she's like, no precogs can come back to life. And Mystique's only thing is she says, because she wants her wife brought back, her girlfriend, they won't bring her girlfriend back, the psychic who died. And so the girlfriend told Mystique she saw all this coming in the future. She said, if they don't bring me back, burn this island down. And Mystique's doing it. She's planning it. She's like, you won't bring her back? Okay, I'm burning the island.
I'm so distressed, but I love it.
Just look up Mystique X Destiny.
If I had to read, because I don't read, I haven't read comics yet. So if I wanted to read this, would I have to read the previous?
I would say start with what is it called? It's X-Men House of X.
House of X.
I'll send it to you because it's like the newest era that happened in like 2018, kind of 19.
Yeah.
So like certain stuff that leads up to it.
Okay.
I'll send you the stuff. But like X-Men also has like amazing couples. Like Storm and Wolverine is so good. So there's a scene, this happened a while ago, where after Storm and Black Panthers got a divorce, and Storm is on a call with Black Panther, and he's like, anybody but him. And so Storm says, okay. So she goes to the showers where Wolverine is, and then they start making out. And in the scene where they're making out, he like uses his claws to cut her hair to give her mohawk back.
Oh shit! That's
and I'm like, oh. She said, you said anybody but him. I'm gonna go directly to him.
Oh my god!
And then apparently when Wolverine dies at some point, he comes back. So like I don't like this has all happened in like a while ago.
I always try to figure out because I always look up Wikipedias of relationships because I'm curious, and there's so many people sleeping with so many people, and then I always get so like,
Yeah, especially when it comes to X-Men. X-Men's the like soap opera of comic books. But like right now, it is unconfirmed but highly confirmed that Jean, Wolverine, and Cyclops are all in a poly couple.
Jean, Wolverine, and Cyclops. I didn't see. Oh wow, I thought it would have been like Jean, Wolverine. Wait. Is Cyclops Scott?
Yeah,
Okay, now that makes sense.
and then Emma Frost joins in too.
Okay.
And like, and we all know that Wolverine and Scott are fucking too. Everybody knows it on the island. Like, they haven't confirmed it, but like, it is. Everybody is like, it's confirmed. Like, they haven't like shown it, but everybody's like,
Yeah, it's there.
yeah. They're like, even you see their house that they're part of the island they live on. It's Jean's room, Wolverine's room, and Cyclops' room, all connected.
Okay. I like this. I feel
Yeah.
like the Emma Frost one, I read Emma Frost's like bio, and I think Emma Frost was with someone else besides Scott. I forgot who it was, but I don't remember.
Yeah, Emma Frost has been with a lot. I love Emma Frost. She's a bad bitch. You might also really like Gambit and Rogue.
What is that?
They're a couple, Gambit and Rogue. They're so cute together.
Is it like I was gonna say not Hotel Has Been, but what's the other show we're watching with the
Oh, has Horrible Boss? No, it's
no.
Hell of a Boss.
Yeah, because this is random, but I was thinking about the relationship. Um, what's his name between the owl?
It's what are their names? I cannot think of the names off the top of my head. It's not Blitz because Blitz is the main guy. But I know who you're talking about. But say what you're
Yeah,
gonna say. I'll look up the names.
I was thinking because they have like a I don't think a love-hate relationship. I mean, he adores him, but the other guy is just kind of like, ah, fuck. I know for season
Moxie.
Moxie, Moxie, is it Moxie?
Moxie and Millie are the couple.
Oh no, I was talking about Blitz and
Moxie or Stolas.
yeah, Blitz and Stolas. Moxie and Millie are my favorite out of everyone.
They're
Most
adorable.
they are.
They're very much rabid, like female character, and like guy who's like deeply in love with her.
She killed a 2-ton monster just to get to him.
Yeah, she's a. And then what did he say in the movie? He's like, she pegs you.
Yeah, it's true. I think in the next one, I don't know when the next episode will come, but in the next one, I do hope we get to see more Stolas and Blitz.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with that. And there's rumors that like the guy, the one that in the last episode, the robot that was the not a robot, but he looked like a robot. The one that was with the Demon of Lust singing.
Oh, are you talking about the bodyguard?
Not the bodyguard, but the one who was like the jester.
Yes.
That him and Blitz might be exes.
That would make sense, but that didn't come up at all.
Because there's a pitch when he goes to his room at the end and he's like looking at the pictures, his old pictures. You have a picture of those two like hugging almost.
Blitz's rap sheet is so long.
I'm still on Veronica.
Veronica, and then there's the machine, and then you have Stolas, and then who else?
I'm not sure. I will be right back. I have to
Mhm.
no. Oh wait.
What happened?
I was gonna have to do something, but I could wait. It's not gonna take that long. We're gonna end it soon. So we're gonna end
10
probably at
minutes?
like, huh?
10 minutes, right?
Yeah. But what other couples do we love? I gotta take it back to superheroes just because like that's who I am. I
Mm-hmm.
don't ship them in the comics, but if you ever watch Justice League, the animated series, Batman and Wonder Woman's relationship is so cute.
Batman and Wonder Woman?
Yeah. They're
I've
like hinted at through the entire series of liking each other, and there's one scene in one of the like later seasons where they're like on a stakeout on a roof, and Diana and Batman, they've been like flirting basically the entire series, and Diana's like, why can't we just like be together or something like that? He's like, my enemies will use whoever I care about to get to me. She crushes a gargoyle with her bare hand.
like right at that moment?
Like right after he's like, I don't want someone I care about to get hurt. She's like my enemies will hurt her, like hurt whoever I care about. She's like,
She's like, okay.
we're gonna put this on pause, keep them entertained. I do have to use the bathroom,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna.
I have no idea.
Wait.
I have no idea how to entertain people.
I'll be back.
Okay, I'll do my best. Let's see. Hi guys. How you doing? Okay, so I think one movie that Paco and I watched that we really liked was um Atlantis. I like that one. And then Paco did show me Anastasia for the first time because I've never seen it. And I thought that was pretty cool. They were like not enemies, but like people who disliked each other first. Oh, monster smut. Yes. There is a lot of monster smut I have. Let's see what I have. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't like monster smut unless they're bipedal or like there's some kind of human aspect, but I enjoy all types of monster smut. So I have, let's see, Sing Me to Sleep by Arm Virtues. And let's see, Feed by Avita Vice. Deal with the Demon by Chase Verity. That series is good. The Mabon Feast by Sienna Costa is really good. That one is a spider. He's a spider creature, and there's a lot of bondage there that with multiple arms. You have In the Bedroom of Medusa, which is a sapphic romance erotica with Medusa. Morning Glory Milking Farm is about a woman who milks. I don't think he's a cow. I believe. Oh, there's Orc series. The Librarian Orc. I'm reading it now. You have.
I'm back.
Oh, thank God you're back. I was like, I don't know how to entertain people.
So monster smut.
Yeah, I was like reading all the monster smut I had in my like book, not my book, in my Kindle. I was like, okay, we got bipedal, we got multiple arms, we got multiple legs, we got spiders.
We're actually gonna end this soon because it is almost 3:00.
Okay. Also, we should all wish Paco a happy birthday because it is Paco's birthday soon.
In 10 days.
Yeah, it's close enough. And then I hope everyone had a good Valentine's Day. I know
Yep, have a good Valentine's Day, productive, or whatever you want to do. If you want to just relax like I plan to, I'm gonna watch the new Catwoman animated movie tonight.
Yeah, I think I am going to sleep. That's what I'm doing.
But we will see you guys. Thank you guys for showing up, for hanging out with us. And we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Bye.